Hey guys, we're gonna be jumping back in and having some fun again. Just jump right back into the game. So here we are again. We're gonna jump right back in. Alright, so on our last playthrough we found the limits. Let's go into the build and see what we can build. Looks like nothing yet. So we're gonna have to go back out. Got a new card. Let's see. This light is so bright that it makes you forget about the passing of time. Speeds up time by 50% within its range. Can spawn time watchers which are afraid of vampires within its aura. They're afraid of vampires. Huh. I might add that just to see what it is, but first we gotta grind. We're gonna grind this round, and the next one we should add that in just to see what it does. So we'll keep this up. We're gonna go ahead and run through a couple fights real quick, and then jump in. Remember, we're focusing on regain and abilities. Our first ability has to, well, the first set of abilities has to be the drop off. Okay, so we want this to be in the biggest area possible. So if we do it here, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. I think that's going to be our best option for right now, is right here. So that's what we'll do. Let's show what we have in our bag so we can keep track of it. Place some more rocks to increase our max health. Let's see. Better sword. So yeah, we're just gonna make a quick run through here. Alright, so we want this right here and this one right here. These will change as soon as we get this one fully fleshed out. Same damage. Attack speed increase. Oh, we got our first village. Alright, so for the first village, I want it to be right here. We're going to have our spider spawn up here. We'll enter the build phase. This is going to give us our first item from this chest. And regen per second. Nice, now we can start regenerating. So we want that there. We want the rock there and there. So this is going to go across the top like that. And right there, we're going to miss the whole side over here. That's right, we'll make it up. Alright, our first spider. So like I said, we're going to have one here, one here. No, we're going to have it on the outsides. I'm going to put it on the outsides and we'll put one. Actually, let's see if we put it like this, spread them out a little bit, see if that makes a difference for us. Maybe gives us a little bit of time. Time's always important to heal. Last time we were running them right on top of each other, so it ended up not healing us. Alright, we got Oblivion, which is nice, because we're going to be building stuff, so we got to make sure we get rid of the goblins and bandits, so we don't die late game. Alright, let's see what we got. Vampirism is nice, but I like regen per second better, because that ensures we're always going to be able to heal. 1, 2, 3, so right there. Alright, we're going to keep going. After we make our first loop around, we'll probably be doing pretty good. So then here, there we go. Alright, so I got the frame for it. Another Oblivion card. This is actually pretty good. So we started off pretty strong. It's going to be good times. Let's see, damage, yep, all the same. So we have our 4 basic items to begin with. Well, 3 basic items essentially. And then we have a ring that adds regen. This is going to be vampirism but more defense. So we'll just keep going. I got to add more spiders in and some more towns. That's our goal. Alright, there's our first mountain. That's going to start spawning harpies. Okay, so that goes there, and one more right there. And then we just add in the mountains, or the rocks and mountains on the sides here to change these. Like that. As you can see, this changes to a flower field, so we actually get more health per second. Oh, I did not see that. We need to equip that. Alright, so we got some more rocks and another meadow. So we can add the meadow right there. And then like that, now we have more. So this changes it to 3 instead of the 2. So that's slightly more, so it's more useful to do this way. And it's more space consuming, or space saving. In a small map like this one, I would prefer more space. Let's add in the rest of the rocks, and it looks like it's our town, but that is a goblin. A new one was going to spawn in. So we got a goblin we had to kill off. I'm not going to use the Oblivion to kill him, because he is pretty, I mean, it's just a kill. This early on in the game, it's not that big of a concern to me. But later on, when it gets a little tougher with harder enemies, higher levels and such, it becomes better when we can just kill him outright to make sure that we don't die from him. Because if the goblins are more than 3, it becomes very difficult to control them, especially in the higher levels when they're dealing more DPS. Alright, there's our change. We're going to put the other village, we're going to put that guy right here. And there's a bandit camp, and that's why I saved the Oblivion. Then we have more meadows. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put one there, there, and there, and put a rock right there. That way we're getting more out of each rock individually. So we're not really going to be wasting a whole lot of space, because we need the space. So this run through we're going to be focusing on mine. What's this? Alright, one sec. We're going to finish this one up and then we'll go into the next one. Got our next village, nice. So one more village. Ooh, a weapon. Vampirism's not important, but the rest of it is very nice to have. Evasion, I don't want to increase evasion and decrease our health gain. So this one I want to put here, because I'm going to put the spiders here. And then the meadow, like I said, here and here. That'll leave one spot open for the rock or mountain. We're going to get the bare basic setup for quick, easy grinding. So this here is going to go right there, just like that. And the meadow like that. That way it gives us 3. The next one, the rock is going to go right here, and meadows in 4 around it. That way one rock changes 4 meadows. We want more meadows than we do rocks, because overall the health increase from the meadows is nicer than the max health from this, because you get better max health from leveling up and your items, especially later on in the game, whereas the health healing is actually more important later on in the game than it is everything else. Alright, so that's almost useful, but we need that health gain per second. The regain is very important here. So we're starting to deal some damage to these guys. It's a little bit better. Alright, so we have our next Oblivion. We're going to put this mountain here, then here, and here. Looks like it was a good idea we had that Oblivion, guys. And we're going to set up the meadows. We're going to put the mountains over here, because this will give us 5 additional HP, as well as this 5 additional. So that's 10 HP right here together. At least I think it is. I'm going to test it on the next one just to make sure. Alright guys, so here we go. We're going to test it now. We're sitting at 525. If I place this here, it should give us 10. It gave us 20. 5, 10, 15, and then probably another 5 from this. 5, 10, 15, I don't know. But we gained an extra 20 health for that one. So that's very useful. We're going to put the meadow here, then here, and here. And one rock there will change all 4 of these. And then we can just keep following that pattern down until we start getting to our max, which we're going to have to start watching. Oh, our first level up. Almost. It's 10%, but not quite that. So, with this only being plus 1.5 damage for each potion used, I actually ended up not using that until I was almost dead to begin with. So I don't think that's very helpful. I think this one or this one. I'm going to go with this one because that way I have a chance of not using those cards. So we're going to go here and we're going to start laying this out again. Right there and there. And we used both of them instead of it not. So we're going to put this one right here. That's all 4. We have another a bandit camp that we need to get rid of. So the next Oblivion card is going there. Alright, let's take a look at our items. I have been forgetting to look. It looks like a whole lot of nothing. So we'll just let that run through. We got a new quest. That's why I put those out periodically. Because when you go into a village you get a quest. When you kill the quest monster, and you go to the next village you get the item, and then you go into the next village you get another quest. In the next village you collect the item, the next village you get the quest. That way I have a chance of killing the monster and hitting the quest immediately as I'm going. Alright, so this one's going to go here. The next one is probably going to go right here. And that ensures that well, yeah, right there, perfect. That'll ensure that none of these are overlapping so we don't create that blood field. Or the blood path. That way we don't die from the blood clot. Kind of strange to be saying, but there it is. So we got our mountain range set up and we're gaining a pretty hefty amount from the mountain range. And we're starting to get our flower field set up pretty well. Alright, so we got more rocks. So the rock is going to go right here. And then this one is going to go here. And the meadows are just going to go around. Except I don't think this spot here is going to be covered. Yeah, I don't think so. That's alright. So I did this a little backwards. I should have waited a second to calculate this stuff, but it's not a big deal. We'll just have an empty spot there. We'll focus on filling in the rest as we go. Like that. Because now we're getting the food supply and the metamorphosis, which we need both of those. Let's check out this stuff. Nothing good yet. We're still waiting for good items to come in. We got another meadow to place. We'll place that right there. And another mountain. I think I'm going to lay off the mountains for a second. So yeah, that spot there is not going to be covered. And so that spot, these 2 spots here aren't going to be covered as well. That's alright. So the next mountain should go here. Maybe, yeah. I think that's going to be our best location for this one. Oh, this one gives us 2, but this one here will give us 3. Or I could just move it over here. I think we'll just move it over here. Give us all 4. Not a big deal. We're going to run this up to about here and stop it. Let's check out this item real quick. 3 and 5 for attack difference. We got a chance to counter and damage to all. It's not worth it because that's going to take away our evasion, speed, and vampirism, which are all very useful. Let's take a look at these. We got that gives us vampirism. The shield does. This will give us, I don't know, guys. Yeah, I'm not feeling any of those. Not getting luck today with the items. Not a big deal, we'll figure it out as we go. Here's our first bandit. Ooh, hold up. Alright, so that gives us better evasion. We lose the damage. Yeah, I think we're gonna wait on that and just let it ride as it sits. Another wheat field. So these aren't exactly useful, but it's alright, we'll figure it out. Let's check out our items real quick. Ooh, look at that, regen per second. We'll lose the attack, but we gain evasion and... Alright, so that's good. This, I don't really like counter unless we're in a place where we're struggling to fight these guys off. Alright, looks like we got the last of the spiders. And some extra rocks that we don't need. I won't be laying the rocks until we get the meadows down. So the last of the spider will go there. And that will give the potential to summon spiders here, all the way through to here, because these are all connected to this one. So let's place down the rest of the meadows we need. We won't place down any more rocks until this is all filled in and we see where this is sitting. But right now I need to get rid of the bandit camp, and that's it. That'll be our setup, except for more of these. So you know what? We'll lay down the meadows, and I think that's going to be it. We won't be needing the rocks. A lot of rocks today, guys. Defense and evasion, that's actually useful. That way we have a higher chance of evasion. We're at 25%, so a quarter of the chance to evade these guys. So that's useful for our regen for right now. Vampirism and counter, we don't need either of those. We're looking for regen. Early game regen we're sitting at 1.2, which is pretty strong, but not as strong as we would like it to be, so we gotta keep looking for better. So this is better. It gets rid of the vampirism, but that's fine because we're focusing on damage, because that'll kill them faster. This will give us more items, so that's weaker overall, except it gives us 7 magic damage, which is useful. That's useful, but we lose our evasion rate. So we'll go ahead and wait for more items. Let's see what we got here. Attack, speed, defense, damage. So this gives us a total of 6 more defense points. Right now that's not really going to change a whole lot for us, so we'll pass on that for now. We got all our villages we need. We're looking for the blood field and oblivion card. See, this is where evasion comes in handy. If you notice, most of those hits actually did not land. And I don't really like using evasion because it's so hard to find good items with it. When I'm going to try the rogue again, I'm going to be trying to get a higher evasion stat. There we go, finally we can get rid of that bandit camp. Now we're ready for our setup, our field setup. We gotta watch for goblin camps, but other than that, we'll be pretty strong. So I'm gonna set up the other 4 here, and we're gonna plan on simply letting this run for a little bit while keeping track of our items. And that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. This is going to be a pretty simple run. I'm hoping to be able to get the skill that drops 10% off every time we loop, so we can get more out of it, out of each run. So that way I can build up a good stock of the medals, the book of memories, and I'm not going to be able to build up metamorphosis because I'm not changing anything anymore. But I can build up wood. I think that's it. Maybe food? I don't know. I think it's just wood, metal, and memories. Alright, let's check out the items. Nothing new with stats. So all these plain silver ones just give you the plain boosts. Yeah. So we start to increase our regen per second. This one here is going to give us a 1.8 difference. We're also gaining quite a bit of everything else, so that's very useful to have. And this is why these chests come in real good handy. And we got another one here and another meadow. So we're going to go ahead and place these down. This one here. And the overlap is actually right here, so it's not a big deal. It's not on our path. So we just have to make sure that the overlap does not hit our path. Ooh, wait, hold up, we got a new sword. Yeah, it's worth it. A huge increase to attack. We get extra magic damage and damage to all, so it's very worth it to me. Have the Oblivion for when another goblin summons in. Hopefully we have it before we before we use it, or before we lose it, because we're running low on space here. I'm thinking about adding in, no, I don't think we need the extra monsters. This here spreading out helps because they're not going to all attack me at once. Gives me a little bit of a chance to take a break in between each. New sword. Nothing really useful. Oh yeah. Oh, level up. Let's see what we got, guys. No. Alright, so what we want here is the battering ram. No. Right here. 10% chance of stunning target on hit. That way it's not just when I come inside the battle, but every time I swing at them I have a chance to stun them and stop them. Which is very useful for us. Alright, there. All the meadows are in place, so now we just sit back and let it ride until we get more of these battlefields. There's 1.2 more regen per second, as well as good defense and evasion. That moves our evasion back up to 15. So now we're sitting pretty solid at pretty much everything. So we're doing good. We'll keep running through in circles. And we'll take a look at each item as they come in, just to make sure. Because we need to increase regen and increase our defense at the same time. So it's going to be a major amount of luck that we hit everything we need to as we need to. But it's going to be a good time, guys. This is going to be a good choice for us for the rings. Doesn't really change our regen, but it changes everything else. So our regen is sitting at 4.2 per second. We're taking a decent amount of damage. 19, yeah, we're taking a decent amount of damage, so we just got to keep an eye on that. Alright, we got the next battlefield, so make sure not to overlap them. So here is going to be a little bit more complicated. I think we're going to place it up top, then place this one on bottom, and this one over here. That'll leave this one for here. Perfect. And then this one can go there, then there. And this one can go there, then there, right? Yep, perfect. And this one can go, ooh, we don't want it there. So if we place it there, we can place another one there. Because it won't overlap except on the town, which won't do anything. So we'll just keep up with our plan here. So here, then here, and then up here. Yep, just like, that's what we want to do right there. Oh no, I made that a blood path. Oh gosh. Alright, so we gotta remove that, guys. I'm not perfect. I'm gonna make mistakes like that all the time. I just saw that, but that's our blood path. It has a chance to spawn a blood clot. And it's just a chance, it's not a guarantee, but they are really strong creatures. They can have the potential of really killing us, so we gotta watch out for that. So we lose the regen, which is just not in our cards, guys. It's not. We're not doing that. The regen per second is what keeps us alive in this. We can heal in between battles. So that's generally what we're going to be looking for. Here we have an increase of 5 and 7. So we lose a magical damage, and that's not worth it to us. Because we're gaining more damage in the magic than we are anything else. So here we increase defense. That's not really worth it to us either. Let's see, regen per second moves up. That is worth it. We lose a little bit of attack speed, which is 8%. So that's kind of a bummer, but we gain counter and vampirism. But the regen per second was all we're looking for. Gotta focus on that for now. And as soon as I get I wonder if I can destroy that blood field with Oblivion. Or if it will spawn back in since those are overlapping anyway. We got 3 items. Decrease on regen per second. So we'll stick with our old one. We lose regen per second, and 1 and 3 counter. We gain regen. So we're gonna have to go with the sword on the increase there because it gives us more regen per second, which we're now up to 6. So we're taking 9 damage from what? 16. Okay, 16 damage on the average. So we're gaining our life back as soon as we're losing it. So I'm not concerned about that, but I do want to see if we can destroy this blood path. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to focus on getting this stuff done. So we're going to do this one because it gives us an increased regen. Even though we're losing 1 defense, the regen from it is actually going to be helpful. So we're going to place this down. So I'm going to move this over here. We're going to place this here. Make sure they don't overlap this time. Because I got to destroy this one or this blood field. I don't know which one we can do, but I'm going to try to destroy the blood path and see if it works. If not, I will destroy the thing and see if that works. If neither of them work, then I guess we're to assess it well on that. Means we're probably gonna have to end this raid a little earlier than usual. We're just trying to grind for some items so we can upgrade. Alright. Lower regen per second, not worth it. Harpies are vicious, and this is the only problem with the blood field. It spawns ghosts. And later on it'll spawn the next level of ghost as well. Here we go, regen per second up by 0.6, and our defense increases. That has vampirism, I'm not really concerned about that. I hate mimics. They're so annoying. Alright, so we still don't have an Oblivion card, and it looks like we might have to run into a blood clot. Looks like regen goes up by 1.8. Our attack speed goes up, and we gain magic damage, so that's useful. So now we'll deal more damage and everything, which is useful as we're going on. That's not good. Oh yeah, we'll just keep going. And here's our first blood clot. Oh jeez. There we go. Oh, gosh, we increased our defense there for a second. I was afraid we weren't going to be able to do that one very well. And it summons a ghost. Of course it does. Why not? Add a little more challenge, why don't you? So we're at loot 10. We're sitting at 6 metal, 4 mind, and 5 wood. It's not bad, but we need more. We need a lot more. So I'm going to keep going around. Our regen per second is up to 9, so that's really good. I'm looking for some Oblivion cards so we can keep this moving forward. That decreases it, so that's not worth it. So we just let that ride so it goes through. We're sitting pretty good on everything. But yeah, that's all we're doing. We're just sort of going around and around. Whole point of loop. So yeah, every time we make a loop it increases our monsters' levels. So we're fighting these guys at level 10. We're gaining more items as we go, and everything's looking better each second. Our items are going to keep getting more powerful. The area that we're getting the most trouble at is harpies. As you can see, the harpies are being very vicious. Our counter is at 7%, but it's triggering like crazy. It's pretty cool. But yeah, harpies are vicious. That's why we gotta watch out for them. But I can't destroy that mountain range. We need it. And I'm not seeing any Oblivion cards from these monsters. I think it's going to be a different set of monsters that drop them, but I have no idea what set. So that's going to take more, I think the Mimics would drop them. I know the Bandits do. The Harpies do not. I haven't seen Harpies drop them yet. Maybe they do. Actually, I think they do. I know Goblins do. I think the Harpies mainly drop rocks and mountains. But I think the Mimics do. I'm not sure. Spiders. Okay. Let's check out that item. Vampirism counter and increased damage. The damage is actually a massive increase. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade that because we're starting to get killed by monsters. So we need better damage. And there we go, we got a lot better damage, so we're sitting stronger. And here's the concern right here, the blood clots. Not as strong as a harpy, but has more health. Very dangerous, guys. Let's check out our items. Vampirism. Regen is at 2.4. We'll lose over half of our attacks, so we can't do that. This is why I like the chests. They drop such rare items that it's worth it having them on, even though the later levels spawn ghosts. Let's check out that one. Still no. Alright. So we're sitting pretty strong at everything. So we're losing 19 health here, but we're gaining 7.8. And like I said, I still haven't seen an Oblivion card, so I'm thinking that the monsters we have on the field will not summon them. They don't drop them, guys. I destroy the goblins because they attack too fast and I'm not increasing my counter to be able to fight them off easier. There we go. No, actually yes, we're gonna go with this because the attack speed is worth the 1 defense lost. And then we gained 7 damage to all as well. So now we're gaining a lot faster attack. We're at 40% increase to that. So now we can attack faster than they can. So it's less than a second now. Much less than a second. And we're running through them a lot faster. So they have less chances to hit me. As you can see, we are running through them quite a bit faster. We'll just keep going. I'm just gonna keep running through these. Let's check this stuff. No and no. Let's see what we got now. We got a sword and another ring, which is both a no to again. And here comes the blood clot. Alright, so this is going to be our last loop. We're almost at max. We need 8 more experience points, so the next monster we kill, or the next 2 to 3 monsters. It's hard to tell what it's going to end up being, but we'll find our level here soon. Okay. I've noticed monsters drop anywhere between 1 and 10. Let's see. Rushes into battle. Defense is increased. Okay, so yeah, this is the last loop. We're gonna end it here. Go back and start upgrading some more stuff. That way we can actually get stuff, and of course we get the battlefield and the Oblivion. So while I'm curious about this, we'll see if we can destroy the blood path. it looks like we cannot destroy the blood path directly. So the harpy can drop. Oh. Oh, we can. We can destroy the blood path. Oh, that is nice. Okay, so that's always good. Since we're not making another loop around, I'm not going to be worried about placing anything else. And the reason why we're not making another loop around is because we're almost max here, and we're close to max on these. By the time we get a level up, we'll already be max plus some, so it's kind of pointless for grinding purposes, because that's all we're doing right now is grinding. I don't want to sit here and, you know. So, I mean, most of this stuff is nice. Oh, I think I went past it. Oh, jeez. I'm pretty sure I did. I wasn't paying attention. Oh, wait, yep, I did. Let's see. Nope, we would lose all of this stuff. We're gonna stay and try to make it round again, which we shouldn't have a problem. Our region's 7. We're attacking strong and fast, so there's no point in placing this now. I mean, we're already through the start range. Let's check the items just to make sure we stay alive. This here isn't a terrible. We lose a lot of attack. We lose 8 minimum, 10 maximum, but we gain more. You know, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna lose some attack, but we're gonna make it up on our regen, which is now 11.4. And we also make it up on the fact that we're now attacking 4% faster, so we're sitting at 44 attack speed. So that's not worth it either. Let's check out our new items. Defense is that would be really nice. It really would be, but it doesn't give us what we need. So this right here is not worth it. We're losing even more. At the same time, we're gaining more attack speed at an increase of 8%. That'll move us up to 52%. Yeah, it's not worth it. Like, that increase, overall, it's not worth it. The reason why we went with the last one was because it gives us the regen, which is very useful to us in this position. Yeah, so we're just trying to get through this. I mean, it's going to take a little bit, but we'll make it through. So as you can see, we're maxed out on metal. When you see that orange box around, maxed out. It means I'm not getting any more items from these going off, which is why we needed the 10% drop. So that way every loop we would drop stuff off and we wouldn't have to worry about it so much. So we're just gonna let this all go. And we're on our last couple seconds here, guys. I'm gonna slow it down after this battle right now. Now we're at 1 time speed instead of 2. So we're gonna go right here, and once this lights up, that means we're safe to leave. And we will lose nothing. We take all. Go home with all of our earnings this time for once. Alright, now we're gonna come here and go to build. I was trying to build the smelter because this is gonna give us 30 base HP in addition to the forge. Makes a blacksmith's life a little bit better, so life will become better for you too. So I think that's going to be useful. So we're going to build this right over here, just like that. so we got the Storm Temple. Strikes 2 random targets in its range with lightning every 5 seconds. Lightning cannot be evaded. Effects in multiple temple can be stacked. That sounds kind of useful, so we'll add that in and take out... Oh, we can't take out the wheat fields. This would be nice to speed up time. I just don't know how that exactly is going to work. The Storm Temple sounds like a good card, but I don't want to add more to the deck than I already have. So right now we're having a problem with Oblivion cards spawning in, so I'm going to put a Grove in. Because we can put that on the path with the spiders. I just wish we could see what everything drops. Maybe we can unlock that eventually. Let's go back to build and see where we're sitting on everything else. We need more rocks and more metal. So the Intel Center is going to be... So Cemetery and Intel Centers are going to be our next areas that we're going. So I think we're going to try to focus on rocks, but the only way I know to get rocks is building mountains. So if I could find another way to get rocks, that'd be very useful. Well, let's head back out. We have our grove and the wheat field taken out because I was tired of seeing stuff we couldn't lay down. And I wasn't laying any more of those down. Let me pause it, equipped our new stuff here, like that, and go back out. Hopefully this time we can hit that skill so we can grind a little bit longer and it won't be cut short so bad. I should probably build it right here. No, right here. Right here, yep. 3 by 3. No, right here. It'll give us our best opportunity, I think. Yeah. So if I'm building that there, let's build the frame. 2, 3, that right there, and right there. The village is going to be placed about here. Well, we'll place one here, then we'll place one here, and one here. That way they're all equal distance. But I want it ahead of me so we can get that quest this round. Alright, so here to here. There, our frame is set. Alright, we got our battlefield already too. Sweet. So I'm going to place this right here, because that way the cozy camp is going to be overlapped if anything. I'm not going to be worried about that. Alright, now we have our grove, which I'm going to place up here to start with so we get a chance to get that. Here we go. So here's our frame. We got a new shield, but it's less. So it's going to be good times. Now we're going to just idle through, turn it back up to 2 times speed so we move faster. Got stuff increasing. Got our first quest done. We're going to knock that out of the park when we hit the town. Yeah, it's better. Always equip better stuff until you start hitting the regen properties, which then you focus on regen for your grinds. When you're playing through a different way, maybe you focus on something else. but I noticed that regen focusing helps me out. Here's our first reward. We'll just keep running through. Got another grove. We'll place that one right there. And we'll place the next grove right there. I think we're only going to build 3 groves and 3 spider dens. One there, one there, one there. We're going to put a town right here. Right here. Yeah, that'll work. That's what we're going to do. Almost done with our frame. For just that, we got our first spider. So we're doing second spider too. Nice. 2 spiders in 1. You know what? I'm gonna place this right here, and I'm gonna place this one. Oh, that's rocks. Ha. Sorry, guys. The rat wolves are pretty weak, and I don't know what they actually drop, but I know these plains gives us branches. So I think the cemetery might give us stone. I'm gonna try putting in the cemetery again. However, the problem is the skeletons are really strong. So if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna try to make sure we don't put anything on top of the skeletons like we do with the spiders here. Because I don't want to get ganged up on too hard by them. Those spiders do drop oblivion cards just at a really low rate. Alright, so more defense for now. Gives us vampirism so we can have some sort of healing. Let's see what we got. We got regen, and we get some of our other stats. Speed, magic damage. It's not worth it. So yeah, we're just gonna keep going round and round. We don't have a whole lot yet, but we'll get there. That's our quest goal. So quest gives the monsters 200% life. And we'll leave the goblins there for a little bit so we can try to gain some items faster. Because they do spawn in relatively quickly. Alright, we got our last spider, which I'll put there. Next mountain is there. So these appear for every 10 mountain or rock tiles. And it spawns a goblin on an adjacent tile once per day. So with it being right here, it has a chance of spawning a total of 8 goblins, which is very dangerous. Especially when these battles are running longer, due to me focusing on regen instead of running damage focus. Alright, so now we get some more regen and more damage. We'll just keep trying to run through this as fast as we can. I'm gaining, I got a decent amount of damage being done to me right now. Alright, meadow, village, and we wanted this one right here to stop the summoning of them. Oblivion to wipe out the bandits because they don't give us good items. They give us basic like this. They give us high level basic, don't get me wrong, that's great. And it would be great right off the bat. The only issue is we're not fighting right off the bat now. So those items are essentially worthless to us. Because now the only thing we have is the armor itself to increase to a legendary status, pretty much. I guess that would be how it would be seen. But yeah, we got 2 goblins here. Let's see, we got vampirism, magic damage, counter. Yeah, so we got nothing right now. And here comes the goblins. These guys attack faster than a second. They are at 1.1 attacks per second. So they attack faster than I can heal. I'm only healing 1.2 per second, and these guys are dealing 6 and 8 damage to me at a time. So it's very dangerous, and I summoned a ghost. So I may end up just dying here. And the second level of ghost. I haven't seen if there's anything past the second level, but that's as far as I got. Attack speed for that one. So yeah, that goblin village has to go. First level up. Let's see what this gives us. A huge increase to damage at this early stage. More damage to all, some defense and evasion. So that's going to be useful. Let's see. Neither one of those, nothing's really great here. But this is going to be nice in case we start getting low. Our regen will double. So for now, that's where we're going to be sitting at. Now we just finished our summoning set. We got all the monsters on the field we want. I want to get rid of the goblins eventually. And we have one more town to build. So either way, I'm going to be looking at needing 2 Oblivions minimum. So now we're going through the toughest part, which isn't really that tough, but it kind of is when the later levels come around and these guys start dealing a lot more damage. I don't have the greatest regen right now, so that's where we're sitting at for that stuff. And that's why we're taking a lot of damage. That's another reason why I placed those villages so close together. So now we got 2 goblin camps, so we gotta watch out for that. So we need to try to increase our regen here real soon. A small increase to max damage or max health isn't going to help us out when we lose attack speed. And this is why we need attack speed right here. These darn goblins. So we're going to increase our defense a little bit so we don't die as fast. We haven't had to use potions yet, but I still got to be wary about it. And a heartbeat, oh jeez. Well, early levels, they don't deal that much damage, so I'm not worried about it. We'll just keep going. Desperate needs of Oblivion cards right now, guys. That's pretty much where we're sitting at. Needs of Oblivion cards. And I don't have any yet. Alright, so this one can go here. We'll apply those changes so we heal more every day. Right now we're healing 54 a day, which is useful. Alright, our first Oblivion. Get rid of that one. That's our most dangerous one. The next one's going to be that one. And then we need one more for the extra town we got to put in. So yeah, we're doing really good right now, and we're just got to keep it up. There's our next Oblivion and our town. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to summon our town after this. Kill the bandits because they're pointless. Alright, put the meadow down. Village. We want right here. And then the Oblivion to destroy the bandits. Now, at least the goblins have the chance of giving us rare loot. Where the bandits steal from the town, so I mean it's like, what's the point, right? Alright, we're coming close to our next level up, and hopefully we get something good. Because right now all we have is a survivalist. Which if we get down to that point, we're going to be in trouble. Alright, battlefield. We want it up on top. That. Alright, no Bloodfield summons, so we're still good there. And we'll just keep this going. Ooh, our level. Let's see. Oblivion cards. Okay, so we're going to choose another 3. Every morning. Nope. Damn it. Alright, stun. So we have a 10% chance of stunning our enemies, which is useful, but it's not what we were looking for. Lots of rocks. Alright, so we are right here. We're just about to make it through again. Place this one down. Place the last mountain I want to use right here. And we'll go right around there with meadows, and I think that's going to be it for the meadows. But we'll see, we'll see. Right now we're gaining 2 and some. Here's another battlefield. We want to place this one here. Okay, and we'll map this out as we're going. I'm not going to try to do it in advance again because I messed up the last time. I mean, I was able to fix it before we got killed by him, but it's still the fact that I did mess it up. So a little bit of regen, but we lose some attack. But we gain evasion. So this is actually worth it because we gain more evasion. We're at 21% now. So evasion is going to be useful. See, we're evading most of these attacks now. So it ends up being more useful to us to evade in this situation or to counter. Countering would be useful just for the simple fact you're going to be striking as fast as they are. And that would be their downfall. Because we are more powerful than they are, and we have a chance of stunning every hit. So I think... oh, it's a mimic. Come on, good item. Mountains. Alright, so we have all 4 villages. So I don't think we need to summon anything but the battlefields right now. Awesome. Regen per second. Perfect. That's what we're looking for. I don't care if it doesn't have anything else. Regen per second. Ah, another mimic. Alright, so regen per second is what we're looking for no matter what. We're finally at 2.4 and we're on loop 6, so that's not doing as good as we have been. So we just gotta keep an eye on that and make sure we don't die. So most likely, I think this round, I don't know if we're gonna be able to survive all the way through until we get max of something. So we might have to stop before then. At our next battlefield, we still need another Oblivion to get rid of these goblins. Oops. We ended up using a potion already, guys. See, that's not good. We'll place it right there. Let's place some more meadows down here, here, and we're gonna keep it going. At this, which doesn't help. Vampirism does not help us right now. We'll lose attack speed, and that's really all we got going for us right now. At this point, I think we're gonna end up dying before, if we try to go too far ahead. So we're getting more treasure chests, and that's not really what we're looking for. We need regen per second. So maybe on the next loop we can get some, but we need it desperately right now. I'm gonna do another one of these just in the hopes that we get more health. I don't really want to, but at this point we need more attack so we can get through these battles faster, otherwise we're just gonna die. So we found one with a little bit better regen, or it's the same regen, but we have vampirism now, so we gain a little bit every time we attack. So that's going to be useful for right now, so we can try to make it through this. Yeah, that's not useful. And we got more defense. Alright, so that's all I'm going to build for those, so we have enough room for these. Not really room, but room up here to build them. So we don't summon the Lich and get killed. Just gotta keep going for a little bit. Ooh. Nope. Weaker. Darn it. I'll go through another one just in case we can manage it. Let's see. Nope. Counter and defense. Another village. This slime has double the health. So I'm gaining more than I'm losing on this slime. Here we go. Oh, less attack. We can't do less attack right now at this point in our game. Defense, attack speed, damage, all. Yeah, we will lose a lot of our regen and we can't lose that. I don't think. Ooh, finally an Oblivion card. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, this is going to increase our evasion and vampirism. This increases our regen per second and our defense. So we'll lose some vampirism there, but we gain some there. So play the Oblivion card and destroy that, and move forward. So this is the last time we'll have to deal with goblins. But yeah, now my regen is at 3.6, so it's not as bad. I mean, it still is pretty bad here at loop 7 that we don't have high regen. Usually at this point I'm getting close to 9 or 10. And we summoned a ghost, of course we did. But I increased my evasion to 27%, so a quarter of the time I will evade. Oh, that's very frustrating. This guy is just as bad as the goblins. He has a high evade and very high defense. Alright, we're almost to the point where we're going to level up again, so we'll see if we get that. Here we go. Nope, we did not receive it. Alright, so we're going to increase 20% of defense. Just because we can at this point. I mean, we don't have any other choice. Alright, we're going to lay down another set of mountains because I think this is going to be our last loop. We're not going to survive another one. So yeah, we're not going to survive another one. I'm going to increase our defense here. I mean, we don't really need it necessarily, but it is nice to increase every once in a while. Alright, so yeah, we're struggling. Not worth, I mean, yeah, it is worth it. It's 20% more attack speed, which is what we don't have. Get some magic damage added in, so that's more than our defense bonus. Alright, we'll swap that out. So yeah, we're sitting at almost max health on these fights. I'm gonna go through another loop. Just because we can. We're not in a dire situation and I removed the goblins, so we're at loop 7. And I don't think we need a whole lot of anything else. We just sit here and let it loop. I don't know what this is, but this is the second time I received the Orb of Expansion. I don't know how we got it. It just shows up in my inventory. I don't know if it's because I built a lot of these, or what the orb of expansion is, but it does show up randomly for me. I do not want to summon more, except for the battlefields. That's the only thing I want to summon right now, battlefields. Anything else is going to be dangerous, and we're going to avoid it like the plague. So we lose our attack, but we gain regen. Right now we need the regen, so that's worth it to us. It's a tempting thing, it really is, but I'm gonna have to pass. I don't want to lose any regen at this point when we're this low on regen. Let's see where we're sitting at. Better regen, we get damage to all, but we lose evasion. Regen is what is important here. More regen, better defense, and we get magic damage, so that's nice too. So that was a good kill. Now we're up to 6.6. So by loop 10, if I'm not up at least to 9, we're gonna struggle for the rest of it. Alright, another Oblivion card, that's nice. So yeah, we're just gonna keep going. I thought we were gonna not make it, but we ended up surviving the round that I thought I was gonna die. And now we're sitting pretty solidly. Okay, so we're looking for better stuff, and I'm not seeing anything really better. It's all just average. We lose max, but we gain better regen, and we gain counter, but we lose defense and magic damage. The 0.6 is not worth it here for us. Really isn't. Now the battlefield, we'll put that one right there. So we almost got all of our battlefields in place here, which is actually really phenomenal considering how large this map is for tiles and how very seldom I get the battlefields. So yeah, we're just gonna sit here and just grind a little bit until something maxes out and head back. It looks like wood is gonna do it first because of these guys, so I'm gonna take those out and try to put in the graveyards instead. And another battlefield. So yeah, we're gonna max out on the wood first because that's 12 pieces, so just a few more pieces there. I don't want this on the inside because I guess that overlaps a town, but I want this to overlap right there. This one can go up here. I think that'll work. We'll see. So yeah, we're sitting pretty solid on everything. We're running a solid loop here. But we'll see what happens. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna finish up the wood first on this one. Yeah. So I think this is gonna be our last loop here. Let's see what this is. Ooh, regen, but we lose attack. We can't lose. I mean, it's not a huge decrease. Actually, that's better because we get 9 damage to all, so that's more. So yeah, we're doing pretty solid. Since I'm going to be having to give it up anyway, we might as well lay down some mountains to get those rocks we need. But this is the last loop. I'm going to stop here. I am not going to summon another one. That is really close. We're going to just go ahead and leave. Retreat with what we got. Alright. Now, these can be upgraded. The Herbalist Hut. This gives us 2% potion healing, and we can carry 2 potions more. Alright, so that's that. This one here is the field kitchen. Let's see. This gives us more healing. I don't really need that necessarily. I think this is more useful. So it looks like we need more item slots. Yeah, we're still missing a bunch of stuff. I don't even know what this thing is. I haven't seen it yet. So we're going to upgrade this one. Alright, we're going to upgrade that. Alright, so yeah, we're sitting pretty solid. To upgrade this again, we gain more healing, carried more, and we get more from a camp. So that's actually useful. Let's see what upgrading this will give us. Gives us the town card. Huh. I don't know what that is for. Oh, okay. Well. Alright, let's go build. So I think I accidentally used the stone, so we could have built a cemetery. Oh, that's so annoying. Alright, so we need 2 more metal for that. So the next time I'm going to be ending stream here because I'm going to be going to sleep. But tomorrow morning I'll be getting right back on and we will be sitting pretty solid at everything. It'll be good to jump right into the next round and have some fun. That's going to be our goal. Our statistics are pretty solid. Ghost of Ghosts, that's very dangerous. We were killing a lot of all this stuff, and honestly, most of this stuff, let's see, I was killed 7 times. 1 by rat wolves, 2 by spiders, 1 by a blood clot, and the lich killed me twice. And a swamp killed me. Because swamps prevent healing and actually reverse healing. I don't know what this is. I lost so much resources. Look at all this stuff. I've used 41 potions. I failed 1 quest and I completed 95. That's useful knowledge. We've acquired quite a bit of stuff. These are tiles placed. So our statistics are looking pretty solid. We're getting ready to build more. I don't think I need more farms, honestly. I really don't. And so I think the supply depot is going to be our best bet for the next one. And then we get to find more. So after we upgrade this, we find more useful artifacts. It unlocks the ability to craft items if you have the necessary buildings, and unlocks a ruins card. So I think this is going to be useful. I'm going to set up our expedition real quick. because I was taking this out because we don't need branches. We don't. What we need is wood, which I think I get from the cemetery, which would make sense. Or stone. Sorry, stone, not wood. I think we get stone from the cemetery. I don't want to be held to that though. And honestly, I'm very tempted to add in this. However, late game, they already spawn in because my battles are taking forever. I've been focusing on regen instead of attack. So doing it this way, we actually focus on just increasing our regeneration, and our attack will put us at longer and longer battles, which means the days will roll by longer. It's a little frustrating, but at the same time, with the right skills, you can pull it off easily. Dragging long battles out longer gives you more health in the long run, so when you leave the battle, you're not half dead and ready to die from the next battle. So that's where we're sitting at. So we're going to be unlocking the next one on the next round. Actually, I can wait. I don't lose those. Oh, I did lose it. Oh, where did I get those from? I don't know. But we got more healing power out of our campfires now. So yeah, we're sitting pretty solid on everything. We got these two upgraded, which was nice. Can't upgrade the campfire, but we get 38% of it health entering it. Can't upgrade the farm. This is the where we get rogue. I did not like playing as the rogue, to be perfectly honest. It was very, very frustrating, and I was honestly done with it. But I mean, maybe you get better stuff. I don't know. The way the items dropped just did not work out for me very well. I was very frustrated 90% of the time, and so yeah, here's where we're at now. And we're going to be going ahead and moving on. But yeah, that was me just talking and talking and talking. I'm sorry guys, I do tend to rant a little bit. But I do like how everything works. This game is very, very entertaining. This morning I only meant to play for maybe an hour, get off and play some Hades because I was very entertained with that game as well. But I just started making progress. I was able to build my first grinding loop, and it was very useful because I've never done it before. I didn't know how to do anything, how to get anything, or anything like that. But overall, I mean, so I'm going to be changing some settings. It's going to be automatically pause in the end of the loop. And I want that. I want that because I'm tired of sitting here and passing the finish line. Like, I don't care if I have to make an extra click every loop, but at least that way I won't miss it again if we're close to dying. I did that on the other round, and yeah, I wasn't close to dying this last time, but in this morning streams I did die because I missed the exit because I was watching something else. I don't even remember what happened. I just looked up and I was in the battle with the treasure chest, and those were only at the beginning of the loop. So yeah, we changed that setting and we'll be jumping back in the morning. But it was fun. I did like it. And we'll get back into it. I do need to do one more grinding loop for more metals, because we need 2 more metals, and it looks like food. We need 3 food. so it's gonna be pretty good. So I'm gonna put in wheat fields for food, so we can grind the food as well. I'll destroy those if we have to. But yep, that's where we're sitting at, and we're doing pretty solid. Thank you guys for stopping by. I really do appreciate it.